Hi everybody, Mischa here with Word of the Day, and there it is, Jejune. What does this adjective Jejune mean? It means shallow, immature, simplistic, naive. It's not a great word. You don't want to be called Jejune, and you certainly don't want anything that you've written to be called Jejune. But be that as it may, where does it come from? Well, originally it comes from Latin, meaning barren and empty, but hungry at the same time. And it moves from Latin through French into Middle English, into modern English, and it comes out in 1615 in the writings of Sir Edward Hobie, who was a politician and diplomat under Queen Elizabeth I. And we use it that way for a long time, hundreds of years. But then we do what we do a lot. We decide, this sounds like a pretty good word for using it figuratively. And indeed, that is exactly what happens. In 1894, George Bernard Shaw writes a play called Arms and the Man, which is a satirical anti-war play in which one of the characters is made fun of and told that he is Jejune because his analysis and his understanding of war is very, very shallow, immature, naive, and simplistic. Okay, we've been doing it that way ever since, and so let me give you a couple of sentences here to work with. Here's the first one. The Jejune questioning and political analysis of the reporters in the mainstream media have really contributed to the fact that we don't know anything because their questions are lousy. Don't look at that man behind the curtain. That's kind of what we get. Okay, so that's one way. Jejune questioning, simplistic, shallow. And how about this one? I actually taught 7th grade for about a minute. And there was a little girl in that class who had fallen deeply in love and been hurt. And she wrote a poem about it. And she wanted to read it to me and tell me about the boy that she really loved. And of course, this poem was Jejune. She was only 12. But even though it was Jejune, immature, man, those emotions were deep and they were true. And it hurts a lot when you're in 7th grade because what protection have you got emotionally? Really? You're not tough yet. Okay, now finally, one of my favorite things to do as a teacher once a year was ask my sophomores, give me a 20-minute essay here on the meaning of life. I know, isn't that a great question? And I would get the usual Jejune answers from some students, but the number of deep, thoughtful, questioning answers that I did get were pretty impressive. I don't know if I was that deep as a sophomore. I thought I was, but that's what makes you a sophomore, right? Okay, that's the word of the day, Jejune. Go out there and use it. Use it in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, you guys, if you want to read a wonderful play like Arms and the Man by Shaw, don't get it from the big boys. Let's do our very best to support independent booksellers by using places like bookshop.org/word of the day to find those books. I know it's not always convenient, but let's try.